Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Funko ReAction Universal Studios, home of the original monsters, glow-in-the-dark 4-pack. Spot could have probably left this for a spooky spot, but really so cool that I wanted to have a look at it now. Before we have a look at the figures inside, because the figures are inside here, I just want to quickly show the box that it comes in. It comes in this plastic, has a kind of mausoleum kind of tomb, I suppose, if you want to consider it that. It has been washed with a green, so all like little cracks and little vines on the sides have been filled in, which is a nice touch. You got the Universal Studios, home of the original monsters, on the outside. And then on the underside, it's got adult collectible, not a toy, for ages over 14 years. Designed and manufactured by Super7 and Funko. www.super7, that's 7 with the number sign, store.com. If you want to check out more. And we don't really need to necessarily take a break, because in order to get them opened, all you have to do is just lift up the container. Put that to the side, and all the figures are inside. Now these are all glow-in-the-dark, which is really cool. We've looked at these before. Spot has looked at these in individual videos. The characters inside, well, we'll open these up one at a time. Let's bring Old Red in. Got the plastic. And let's awaken the monster inside. And we've got Frankenstein's monster. Again, all of these we've already had a look at, but we have not looked at them in this really cool, little bit of a fiber actually from the bag. Really, really cool though, color scheme. It's not quite well, it is slightly translucent, as you can see. And they've got this eerie green coloring added to them. It still retains all the same articulation. Frankenstein's monster's arms can rotate all the way around. Head can rotate, and the legs can, of course, move forward. So there you have Frankenstein's monster. We'll put him right there. And let's have a look at what's to go with Frankenstein. Let's open up the next bag to reveal the Bride. And there's the Bride of Frankenstein. By comparisons, there is Bride and Frankie, Frankenstein's monster, side by side. Same utilized mold, just now colored in all green. The details still show up, despite the fact that there's really no additional paint that's been added to them. She has still that split robe kind of design to her. She doesn't have any visible legs or feet or anything like that. Still has full arm articulation, and her head. There's her face, by the way. Hopefully you guys can make it out. There you have the Bride of Frankenstein. Moving along to the Invisible Man. There is the Invisible Man, which actually I think is the one figure that Spot did not have a look at, was the Invisible Man. He's got wrapped bandages around his face, the glasses as well. And he's got that jacket going on there with a little scarf as well. He has the same thing as the Frankenstein's Bride. He has a split right down the bottom of his trench coat. You can still see his legs. I guess it's not as glaring because it could technically have been a part in his jacket. There is Invisible Man. And finally, the last figure. And unfortunately, this is a limited set as well. No Dracula. Funny enough, no Dracula was included in this set. But the last figure, and my personal favorite, you have the creature from the Black Lagoon. Now the creature is already green, so it's not quite that much of a stretch to have it now in this all green color scheme. I say all green too. Really, the plastic appears to be green, and then they've put a white wash. Hopefully you can see it. A white wash over top so that all the little nooks and crannies to the sculpt all shine through. Really cool. Same posability as well. Head rotates, arm rotates, kind of stops and gets stuck a little bit at the shoulder area. And finally, articulation in the legs. Wish there had been a Dracula, but all things considered, pretty cool little figures. I always love the ReAction figures. I especially like the Universal Monsters ReAction figures. So get them all in a green color scheme is very, very cool. Now I do believe these do glow in the dark, so I'm going to give these a try. Hopefully I can get them to glow, and let's have a look. Okay, well you may not be able to see it as well as I'm seeing it in hand as it quickly fades away. There it goes, there it goes. But they do glow, I should say, a very bright green. In fact, it still glows very bright, though unfortunately the camera is not going to pick it up. Spot really loves his ReAction figures. Not necessarily everybody's cup of tea. You either really like them because maybe you grew up with retro designed figures, like, you know, figures back in the day would have only had this sort of posability to them. They didn't have any real bells and whistles to them. What basically you got was an action figure that had 5 points of articulation, but I really like these. I like these a lot. And getting them in a glow-in-the-dark treatment is very cool indeed. Spot, yes, could have waited till a spooky spot to cover these, but no, I couldn't wait. I didn't want to wait a whole year to have a look at these. So we're having a look at them now. Today's collectible Spot was having a look at the Super7 ReAction Universal Studios. We're looking today at the glow-in-the-dark 4-pack, which I might add also comes with a really cool box as well that you can store them away in. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.